Join me and we will begin. So, welcome. Glad you could be here as we settle into our practice for today, where our emphasis is the back of the body. That is bringing in strength, restoring the balance between the forward bend and the back bend, bringing enough stretch. So this is really important because the back can be so uncomfortable. So we'll be strengthening and stretching and looking at the effect on our posture and our alignment of the spine. So we begin by settling in. By settling in with getting comfortable with legs and hips, getting comfortable with the back, the low back, the middle back, the upper back. Let the arms relax down. Let the hands feel heavy. Close off the eyes. Come inside. The breath is the path to the inside. So have a breath. Feel your body expand. Release the breath. Feel your body relax. Expanding and relaxing. That's it with the breath. So we also, when we hear, we check in with discomfort anywhere. That's your sign to take care. No force. Trusting what the body tells you. When the body says that's enough, believe it. That's enough. The teaching says the body never lies. So check in. Any discomfort where you need to take care. Just noticing what is your normal, natural, what do you feel today? And so we begin our movement, warming up the body as we do with hands. But let's first check and feel the stillness in the hands and fingers. What does stillness feel like? Then after movement, we'll check again and see what energy feels like. So here's stillness and release. Bring up the hands and stretch those fingers wide. Then pull down and feel those knuckles stretch. Then release for movement, thumbs up, fingers down, moving the joints of the hand. Then we say thumb in, fingers wrap, power squeeze. And on that release, it's a circulation. Pow, web, pull down, claw, movement, quack, 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 beak, paw, thumb in, fingers wrap, squeeze, power squeeze, release, stretch, web. Pull down, claw, movement, quackity, quack, 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 beak, paw, thumb in, wrap, power squeeze, feel it and release, stretch, web, stay, feel stretch. Pull down, stay, which knuckle is complaining? Which several knuckles are complaining. For me, 2 on my left hand are complaining, 1 on the right hand is complaining. Movement, thumbs up, fingers down, joints moving. Final in the series is called paw. We say thumb in, fingers wrap. Now power squeeze, feel it. Hands to rest, check in. So what you feel in the hands now is energy. We stirred up that energy through movement. Feel that energy. Feel it quieting down as you stay. Next, we wake up and move shoulders, and we say shoulders up, back, and down. That's all. Up, back, and down. We're warming up the muscles of the back with contract and stretch. The contract is on the lift, the stretch is on the release. Warming up the muscles through contract and stretch. But it's a gentle movement. It's warming up. It's increasing circulation. Now, when you're up, stay. And so this is all a strong contract across the top. Stay here so you feel it. Then roll back and down, press hands down, stay here so you feel the stretch. So this is contract and stretch. Contract and stretch. Contract, stretch, contract, stretch. Stay and stretch. Feel a longer stay and stretch. Soften. Now alternate sides. Contract, stretch. Other side. Contract up, stretch down. Contract, stretch, contract, stretch. So we're moving the muscles, the top of the neck and out to the shoulder, bringing in action, bringing in circulation, bringing in strength through contract, bringing in stretch, contract, stretch, contract, stretch. One more, contract, stretch, contract, stretch. Press hands down, feel stretch, stay. And release and soften. Have a breath. We bring the action up the line into the neck. Our three-part series is yes, no, and maybe so. So on the yes, we lift the chin and tuck the chin. We're stretching the front of the neck. We're stretching the back of the neck. We're saying yes. Saying yes. Saying yes. And yes. Saying yes. Stretch the front, contract the back, stretch the back, contract the front. Front stretches, back contracts, back stretches, front contracts. One more. And when you're down, stay, press hands down, feel a bit of extra stretch. Come back up to neutral, have a breath. Now it's the twist, so we're going to feel stretch on the outer rim as we turn and then come back. It's a twist in the muscles of the neck and come back. It's an exhale side, inhale, return, exhale, other side, inhale, return, exhale, side. The inside is in contract, the outside is in stretch. Feel that. Come on back, other side. The inside is in contract, the outside is in stretch. Feel it. Come back. We're saying no, 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 no. We're saying no, no. We're saying no and no. Come back and have a breath. The final in the next series is a deep side stretch. Tipping ear down, tipping chin up, feeling a top side stretch from the ear all the way down to the shoulder. Feel it. Top side is in deep stretch. The bottom side is in a passive contract. Come on back. Other side, ear, chin, tip up. Feel the whole top side stretch and the bottom side's in contract. And return and repeat. Just moving at your own comfortable pace, finding which is my tighter side, which is the tighter side. Next time, center, come to a rest, come back to rest and have a breath. Have a breath. Now lift up the arms. We're going to contract the back through pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. Close, fingers touch, elbows press, stretch. When we open and pulse, we're contracting. Contract, 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 stretch. Fingers touch, elbows press, the back is stretching. When we open, we're contracting. Pulse, 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 pulse. Then we stretch the same region. Stay, feel it. And once more, contract, pulse, pulse. Working the muscles of the back, contracting to strengthen. And here, stretch, fingers touch, elbows press, stay, feel it. Bring the hands up and down a little bit. Changing the dimension of the stretch. Okay, let's release and open back out. Open back out. Then from here, when we bring the hands overhead, this is contract. When we bring the elbows down, this whole region goes into stretch. So feel it at the top part. Contract on the lift, stretch on the lower. Strengthening, stretching, strengthening, stretching, strengthening, stretching. Stay and stretch. Now trace your way down the spine. Feel the shoulder blades hugging in. When you bring the hands overhead, those shoulder blades pull apart. When you bring the elbows down, the shoulder blades hug in. So let's feel that and picture that. Hands come overhead, shoulder blades pull apart, elbows come down, shoulder blades pull to center. Repeat. They pull apart, they pull together. Shoulder blades pull apart, they pull together. We're stretching them, we're strengthening them. We're working with the back. A couple more. And then we'll come back to neutral. And now we'll release the hands and use this opportunity to circle those elbows, just bringing in a little bit of movement of the muscle, of the tendon, of the ligament, of the joint, the bones moving. Pace that's okay for you. Then we'll say, let's circle the other way. Big circles and baby circles. Big circles and baby circles. Big circles and baby circles. And now pause any circles you want. Circle other way. Come to a rest. Pause here. Now bring the hands to touch. Bring the hands down, elbows wide. This is the one where we press as hard as you can press and then soften. Use your exhale to press as hard as you can press. Feel bone strength and soften. As you press, you're activating, strengthening. As you release, relaxing. Press, strengthen. Release. Press, strengthen. Release. Now we rotate for wrist range out, up, in. The difference in the range between out and in. Just feel that. No force. They're never going to be the same. As we rotate the wrists and just get range of movement. Next time, center. Press again as hard as you can press. Feel it all the way up into the shoulders. And release. Have a breath. So we're talking about the back of the body, from the base of the skull all the way to the tailbone. When we lean forward, we're bringing in stretch. When we lean back, it's contract. So let's tuck the chin and feel that neck stretch in the back. Slide the hands over the knees and feel the ribs stretch. Slide the hands on down the line. Stretch moves down the spine. Stay here, feel it. The whole back is in stretch. Bring hands back. Lift ribs, lift chin. The whole back moves into contract. The neck between the shoulder blades all the way down in contract. Release for stretch, tucking, rounding, sliding hands down. You know how this one goes. Make it your own as far as the pace. Because each time you lift the ribs and lift the chin, the back moves into contract while the front is in stretch. Back, contract is strengthener, and then we tuck the chin and stretch the neck and stretch the ribs. The whole back moves into stretch. And that's our cycle. The back moves into contract on the lift. The back moves into stretch on the release down. So this is one of the ways we strengthen the muscles of the back through this combination of contract and stretch. Working the muscles. They need both. They need both. We're finishing with this series. The next time you're all the way down, stay there and enjoy the stretch. Feel the stretch. Enjoy the stretch. Final breaths here. We'll come back up to sit. Now we're bringing the work into the core. And we know, because of the way the muscles work with each other, when the front is in contract, the back is in stretch. But we're going to feel the contract more than we feel the stretch. But let's just see. So crossing one leg over, bringing up the arms, and it's exhale back and inhale, return, and repeating. Using the breath, exhale back, eccentric contraction. Inhale up, concentric contraction. Repeating. When you're back, let's stay open, close. See what you feel. See where you feel it. There's a lot going on. Okay, let's pause and come back up and release the arms and bring the other foot on top. Take a breath. The breath will be heavier because that was work. Right. Bring up the arms, swing to one side. So now we're going to feel the sides of the back stretch as the belly contracts. The back stretches when the core contracts. Side of the back in stretch over those ribs. Now let's stay. Next time back, stay. Walk the hands up and down. Pause and come up. Swing it all around. Exhale back. Inhale, return. Next time back, let's have that stay. Walking the hands. Final breath. Come back up. Swing it around. Release, release, release. This is all about back stretch. Hands rest. Lean forward. Stay and enjoy. Feel the breath. Feel the deep stretch. Check in with your body. Where do you feel it more? Upper back, neck and shoulders, middle back to the waist, low back below the waist, more on the right side or the left side, different for each. Different for each, no wrong answer. We just stay and enjoy that stretch. Have a few more breaths here. Enjoying that stretch. Final breath. Come back up. Now we bring both hands to one leg. This brings the stretch down the side of the back. Side of the back. Power muscle called QL, quadratus lumborum. It's in stretch, but it's a very powerful and tight muscle, and the yield is very gentle and gradual and slow. Just feel it as you stay. The gentle, the gradual, the slow yielding. Side of the back. Yielding. Side of the back. Final breath. Press the hands, come back up, and other side, hand to the thigh, hand on top, lean in, yielding, stretching, deepening, side of the back. Just enjoy this intensity as you stay, feeling the breath, feel the yielding, the deepening, the stretching, deepen. Final breaths here. And then we'll press and come back up. Bring one hand to each. This is the one where we lean all the way forward and then gradually and gently slide to the side and back. Slide to the other side and forward and repeat. When you're in the forward plane, pause here and have a breath. And then begin the same gradual, gentle circle the other way, sliding side and back, sliding side and forward. When you're forward, pause here and have a breath. Relax, enjoy that stretch of the back. Okay, let's release. Sit back up, bring the legs back in, sit back in the chair a bit, and we prepare for our Lift Extend series that is our strengthener. So I'd like to ask you to try not to round the back. This will happen when you're lifting and extending. Try to lift and keep the spine with a curve. So keep up, but let's feel it. Round it and see how that feels. Compress belly, overstretch back, sit back up, bring your curve to the spine. See how it feels. Maintain. Maintain as we work with our series of lift and extend that strengthens the legs. We begin. Lift, extend, lift, let it down. Inhale up, exhale, extend, inhale up, exhale down. So that's the series. I say kick high or low, kick fast or slow. Stay lifted. Notice if the back wants to round. Pause. Don't let yourself round. Keep on going. Strength builder. We're coming to a rest. Back to rest and have a breath. Have a breath, and next we head for the stay. One leg extends and stay. Point and flex. Circle around. Circle around. Feel the inner ankle, outer ankle. Feel the work in the quad. Stretch again, toes to the face. Heel stretches away. Feel it. Bring it down. Have a breath. Other side, extend. Pointing and flexing. Circling around. Circling around. Flex again, toes to the face, heel stretches away, feel it all the way up the line. Let it down. Down and have a breath. Now we get to stretch. Foot crosses over, hands slide over, hands slide down, drop the chin. Where is the intensity? Is it in the neck? Is it across the shoulders and down the arms? Is it down the spine toward the waist? Is it below the waist? Different for each. Feel it. So we stay in this stretch another breath or two. And then we deepen and reorient the stretch by bringing that foot up higher and leaning toward the knee and bringing the stretch across the low back and into the hip. And just hang out here and stay. Final breath here. Release first leg, bring the other one over. And again, hands slide over the knee, hands slide down, drop the chin. Where do we feel it? Low back, right or left? Mid back, upper back, shoulders, arms, neck. See what's true for you. See what's true for you. And then we change the dimension of the stretch by bringing this leg up higher and leaning toward the knee. And the stretch moves into the hip and across the low back. Different for each. This one for sure. So we hang out here to stretch this muscle that reaches across the low back. This is the one that lies on top of the sciatic nerve. Final breath. Let's release. Release the leg. We're preparing to stand. We say strong foot back. Your body knows this, even if you don't. Nose over toes. Make the power muscle do that lift and stand. And then we'll bring the chair around out of the way and move into our series. Back bend, forward bend. So when you lean back, you're stretching the core. You feel that. We're also contracting the back. When you lean forward, we're stretching the back and a gentle contraction of the core. So everything is happening. It just depends on your body, what you feel. Contract the back, stretch the core. Stretch the back, contract the core. See what you feel. As we bring the spine into this gentle series of forward bend, back bend, the knees have to stay soft. Otherwise, the stretch moves into the legs. We'll do that later. Right now, it's the back. Stretch the front, contract the back. Soft knees, fold, stretch the back, stay. Final breath, come back up to stand. We prepare now for spinal twist, but let's drop into mountain with our checklist that says soft toes, unlocked knees, tailbone tuck for some, for all, extension crown, and those shoulders up, back, and down. Feel it solid and steady. Feel it strong and still, that mountain. Feel it. Feel your energy. Feel your strength. Now we release for spinal twist. Our objective is to rotate the shoulders. This is stretching the outer rim of the back and contracting the inner rim. Stretching the outer rim, contracting the inner rim. Hands can be forward, alongside, or behind. The knees have to be unlocked as we rotate the spine. Working the muscles of the back, twisting the vertebra, bringing out the core. All of that's happening with this movement. All of it's happening. Let it die down. Let it slow down. Let it come back and come back to rest and return to mountain. Once more, checklist: toes, knees, tailbone, crown, shoulders up, back and down. Solid, steady, strong and still. Feel it. Final breaths here. So we move into our leg stretch and strengthen series. The forward bend, soft knees, hands to the chair, fold down, hang down, breath free, relax. It's a leg stretch opportunity. So that's why we're here, to stretch these power muscles in the back of the leg. That's why we're not forcing it. Very few people do the legs go perfectly straight. Do not force it. Discover what works for you. Feel that stretch and soften. Feel that stretch and soften. Enjoying this stretch. We'll come to a rest. Now we'll strengthen, bringing the hips back and down, back and down, back and down. Fingers touch or lift away and stay. Release, return to stretch. Feel how the breath is heavier. Yes, that was hard work for the body. That's your resilience. It's when the body makes a demand, the breath gets heavier to deliver the energy. And then the breath quiets. So right here, there's no demand, just a gentle leg stretch. Breath returning to its resting place. And then guess what? We'll do it again. We'll bring in more demand, bringing the hips back and down, 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 down. Fingers touch or lift away. Power and strength, the result of the stay. Okay, return to the stretch and relax. Return to the stretch and relax. Hanging out here, feeling the breath, feeling the stretch. Finishing here with this stretch. Let's come to a rest. Come to stand. We prepare for our side stretch series, stretching the side and the back. So we bring this chair to the side. We bring the legs wide. We bring the hand where it can slide and soften the knees. Bring up that outside arm. Slide the elbow up and over as you slide the hand down the side. Feel the rib stretch, side of the back stretching. Come on back. Now, again, soft knees. Hand behind the head. Elbow tips up, elbow tips back. Slide hand down and stay. Lift on the inhale breath and release and release and turn around or turn the chair around and start again with the legs wide. Start again with the legs wide. Knees are soft. Hand can slide. Outside arm, bring it up. And now bring the elbow up and over as you slide the hand down the side. Feel rib stretch. Feel it. Come on back. Hand behind the head. Knees unlock. Elbow tips up. Elbow tips back. Slide hand down as the elbow tips up and back and stay. Breath free. Deep stretch side of the back. Final breath. Come back up. Release the arm. Release the legs. Come for our balance challenge with one foot in front. Holding focus. Challenging balance. Teaching the body to stabilize itself. That's all the body wants to do is be stable. So we're practicing, noticing the wobbles. And we'll change sides. Other foot forward. See if that was your best side. As we lift the arms, and again, challenge balance. Notice wobbles. Notice. Those wobbles are the corrections, and the corrections are stabilizing the body. The corrections are stabilizing the body. Final breath here. Let's release and reorient the chair. So we're bringing foot inside, foot forward, outside foot wide and back. So in this one, we're working to strengthen the back. We'll be bringing demand into the back in two different postures, and then we'll bring stretch to the back. So let's bend the knee. See the toes over the bent knee if you need to move the foot. Adjust the angle of the back heel. So this will be our position. But right now, we're bringing the hand to rest at the waist. Lean back, feel the curve. Maintain the curve. Lean forward over that bent knee. Bend the knee, lean forward, keep the curve. Okay, bring the hand forward to salute and stay. Lighten the hand that's on the chair, make the back do the work. Okay, let's release the arm, lean back. Release the breath. Now inhale the arm up. Keep the leg soft but not bent. Lean forward in space, adding work, adding weight. Lighten the hand that touches the chair. The back doing the work. Maintain that curve. Okay, we're ready to release. Bend the knee, sweep the arm all the way up, and bring the arm back and down. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, sweep the arm back and down, straighten the knee. So those first two were contract. This is stretch. Working the muscles of the back. Stretching and contracting. One more of these, and we'll come back to rest and release the legs and swap it out for the other side. Foot forward, other foot back and wide. Knee bends, toes visible over the knee. We're checking on the alignment. Okay, we bring the hand to rest at the curve. Maintain the curve, bend the knee, bring the shoulders forward in space. Don't lose the curve. If you go too deep, come back up. Okay, now we're adding work, adding weight, bringing the hand to salute and stay. Lighten the hand on the chair. Making the back do the work of the lift and stay. Final breath here. Release the arm, lift back up, lean back, and return. Now lift the arm. Leave the knee soft. Fold forward in space. Maintain that curve again and stay. Lighten the hand to the chair. Back doing the work. Back holding up. Building strength. Final breath here. Now bend the knee, sweep the arm all the way up, stretch, and back. Bend, sweep, stretch, roll back. Bend, sweep, stretch, roll back. A couple more. We'll come to a rest, and let's lean forward and relax. Have a breath. Okay, let's release, come back up, and turn around. Let's get both sides stretched. Step back, relax the breath. Stay and stretch. Stay and stretch. So we're preparing the hips, the low back, the legs for the next series, which is a strengthener. So we start here with stretch. Final breath here. Let's lift back up and step toward the back of the chair. So our series is going to be lifting the leg in 3. There'll be a low, a middle, and a high lift, and then down. And we'll be alternating sides. So each lift makes a different demand in the leg, the hip, and the low back. Let's lean forward. So we're coming up, 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 and down. We're coming up, 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 and down. Down and take a breath. We're continuing with this series, coming up in 3 parts. Up, 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 and down. Up, 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 and down. Breath. Continuing. Up, 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 and down. Up, 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 and down. Have a breath. Coming up, 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 and down. Coming up, 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 and down. Breath. Continuing up, 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 and down. Up, 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 and down. Breath. 2 more sets to go. Up, 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 and down. Up, 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 and down. Breath. Final set. Up, 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 and down. Up, 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 and down. Stay here. Have a breath. Now lean forward a little more. We're going to bring up the leg and pulse, 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 pulse. Working in low back and hip. Okay. Final pulse and down. Have a breath. Other side lift and pulse, 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 pulse. Working the low back and hip. And down. Step back, step back. Once more, it's all about stretch. It's all about stretch. All the muscles that worked, getting a resting break, getting this stretch. Final breaths here for this stretch. And then we'll come and stand and work on our other balance challenge, the one that says 1 foot in front, the other front or behind, and challenge the balance with a stay. Wobbles and corrections, stabilizing the body. Wobbles and corrections, stabilizing the body. And change sides, foot in front or behind. whichever feels better for you. So this is the better when I'm on my right side because I have torn ligaments in my ankle, so that's my wobbly side. Final breath. We'll release, and we will sit down, come into the chair, and let yourself forward bend and relax. Relax and feel the breath. Feel the breath and feel the stretch. A couple more breaths here, just enjoying this stretch. Final breath here. Let's release the arms down. So like we did with the leg, we're going to come up in 3 bits. We're going to come up, 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 and exhale down. It's inhale, come up, 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 and exhale down. With the breath, we're coming sip, 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 and release. With the contraction, we're coming contract, 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 and release. It's all happening at the same time as we strengthen the back, coming up, 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 and down. Coming up, 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 and down. Coming up, up, up. Stay. Pulse the hands. Pulse the hands. Pulse the hands. Pulse the hands. And down, down, and stay for breath. Once more, our 3-part lift coming up. Pulse. Up, and down. Sip. Up, 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 and down. Contract, 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 and stretch. Come one more. Up, up, up. Stay. Pulse, 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 pulse. Final pulse and down, down, and have an extra breath. Have an extra breath here as we come to our asymmetrical. Stay. Press up, peel up. Bring one arm forward and lengthen. And down. Down for breath. And once more, press up, peel up, bring the other arm forward and lengthen. And down. Hands to the thighs. Breath is relaxed. Stretch is free form. Just feel it. Coming to the final breaths here. So we will lift and come to sit and prepare for spinal twist, where we say, get comfortable in the chair with the hips and the legs. Keep the spine lengthened. Bring the hand across. Bring the hand down behind. Press that hand and lengthen the spine. Then on the exhales, gradually and gently, deepen your way. Deepen your way. Deepen your way into the twist. Release that head forward. Release the hands. Come back to center. And take a breath. Take a breath here. We head the other way with the hand across and the hand down behind. We press and lengthen the spine. Then on the exhales, gently and gradually, deepen your way into this deep twist. Feeling the outer rim of the ribs, feeling the inner rim of the ribs. We'll release the head forward, release the hands, come back to center, fold, relax. Fold and relax. Have another breath. We'll release. Come back up to sit and sit back. Sit back. And so we're preparing for eye movements. So we get comfortable in the chair. We release. Close the eyes. Release and relax the shoulders. Let the hands come to rest. Have a few breaths coming into the body. And we picture giant clock dial. Picture that Big Ben. Open the eyes to the 12 and bring them around to the 3, down to the 6, up for the 9, and back to the 12. Close the eyes. Have a breath. Open again at 12. Go the other way. 9, 6, 3, 12 again. Close the eyes. Have a breath. Think of the diagonal lines from the 2 to the 8. Think of the diagonal line from the 10 to the 4. Okay, we're going to exercise the eyes that way. Open. 10 to 4, 4 to 10, back and forth. Do it again. Let's pause, close, center, relax, have a breath. The other diagonal line from the 8 to the 2, a few. Exercising eyes. Pause, close, center, relax the eyes. Final eye exercise is called focal point, where we extend arm, extend thumb. The focal point first is the nose. Look at it. Then the focal point is the thumb. Look at it. Then the focal point goes away and back to the thumb and back to the nose, exercising those eyes. Let's pause, close, center, and release the arm. Settle comfortably, get the back comfortable as you bring your hands together and rub the palms to build up heat. We'll build up heat to cup the palms over the eyes. So rub and build up heat. And now cup palms over eyes, eyes. Warm, dark, soft, relaxed. Heat gradually seeps away. We bring the fingertips to the bridge of the nose and out to the temples with a light touch. With a light touch. With a light touch to the temples. Pause there. Draw fingertips down jawline and to chin. Release the hands onto the legs with the palms open. If you need to settle once more in the chair, get comfortable there. Hands resting. Palms open, eyes closed. Find the movement of your breath. Find the movement of the breath and feel the breath. Feel the movement of the breath. And on the exhale, bring the fingers gently in. Stay on the inhale breath. Release the breath, let the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Close on the exhale, fingers gently in. Inhale, stay. On the exhale, open. Inhale, stay. Close on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Open on the exhale. Release movement. Stay in stillness. Stay. Feel it. Final breath here. Lift the arms and open wide. Pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day. And I thank you. See you next time. Hope your back feels better.